Hello, Sandra here from AtelierVintageRose. Today I am filming on a Tuesday instead of a Saturday morning, and I want to participate still in the hashtag Set More Makes from Jill Norwood. And the reason for this is my mom is going to the hospital tomorrow for the second knee operation, and I made her a little mailbox, Valentine mailbox. And inside I have a little bit of sugar-free black licorice, and that's a usual Dutch treat. But yeah, and I saw this idea from this mailbox on Stamping with Amor, her site, and she calls it a Valentine mailbox treat box, and she made it from different parts. And when I was trying to make that, I thought, why not make it from one piece of paper? So I measured that out, and now I have a tutorial for you guys from this mailbox from one piece of paper. The paper that I used for this little mailbox is from Shabby Art Boutique, and it's from the free sample from the Love Whispers. And this is the free sample. You get a full sheet of this and a full sheet of that, and I had to smallen it because otherwise it wouldn't fit on my little mailbox. So that's from Shabby Art Boutique. And all the measurements from this tutorial will be in inches and centimeters in the description box below, and all the other channels that I mentioned will be in the description box below as well. I don't know when I will be filming again, because we don't know how long this will take and when we will be back. So that's why I'm on a Tuesday. I'm going to put it on YouTube on a Tuesday, but it is for hashtag Set More Makes from Jill Norwood. Thank you all very much for watching my channel, commenting on my channel, because well, I have already more than 800 subscribers. So thank you. I feel blessed. And well, let's get started with this tutorial then. The first step is you score on the 6-inch side. You score at 1 inch from both sides. So 1 inch, turn your paper around, and 1 inch. And then on the 10-inch side, you score at 4.5, 5.5, which is always a tricky score mark. So I just do it a little bit further on, and then I bring it back. 5.5, 10. The 10 is over here, and 11.5. That is the scores on that side. Then you are going to turn it again, but then you're going to put the small side, the ones where you just did the small 1/2 inch, you turn that up, and then you only score until that second score line, because this is the flap. You only score it 1/2 inch until that second score line. So until this score line. I hope that shows on camera. And here you do it at 5.5 until that second score line, because that's what we're going to cut off. And again, as you can see, the scoreboard does not score very properly on the 5.5. Let's do that again here. That's better. So that's all the scoring you're gonna do. Then we are going to cut some stuff out. I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to first of all take the flap. This is my example. With the flap, you're going to eliminate the outer sides. So I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to cut this one straight in all the way to that score line, that inch score line that we made. Sorry, I hope I was in frame. I'm going to do that again on this side. So the outer score line that we made with the flap, you're going to cut, and then you're going to cut all the way up to the 1 inch score line. So that's what we're going to throw away. Then we are going to measure out 1 inch up on this one. So here again, here is your flap, and you're going to measure out 1 inch up here. So 1 inch. And you do that on both sides. 1 inch. And from that 1 inch side, you're going to cut this piece off. As you can see here, you're going to cut this piece off. So from the 1 inch, you're going to cut all the way to that score line that you made, the 1 inch score line, this way. And again, you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I put it at the 1 inch mark, and then I do that just freehand free. But you can also make a pencil line and cut that out with on the pencil line. So that was the first one we did there. Then the second one is those 2 flaps that you see here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on the inside of this score line. I'm going to give it a straight cut. And on the inside of that score line, I'm going to give it a straight cut. So that's those are straight. And then this is going to be my flap. So this is going to be minored. I minor the corners, or I do it, well, I make a flap out of it. That's not straight, it's just crooked. I don't know the word right now, but you can see what I'm doing. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So here is my score line, I'm going to cut it straight. Here is my score line, I'm going to cut it straight. And then this one is going to cut in an angle. That was the word I was looking for. That one is going in an angle. So that's that cut. And then we need the last cut, and that is, I will remove that. Then we are going to, we have 2 score lines from the 1 inch. On that score line from 1 inch, you are going 1 inch below, and then you're going to mark it. And that is 1 inch here. And I'm going to mark that. And it's 1 inch here. And I'm going to mark that on the score line as well. Then what I do, I put my ruler there, and I just, between those score lines, I'm going to get a pencil mark. And what you're gonna cut is from this corner to that line, this to that line, you're going to cut all that away. So it will look like this. So that's what I'm going to do next. From that corner to that point, I'm going to cut that straight. And that is something I saw from that video that I saw earlier. That is from, let me see, Stamping with Amore. So that's what I got out of her video. And then from that corner, you go to that corner. So you eliminate that. And now you're just going to fold everything. I think we've got one cut. Sorry, we've got one cut at the lid. Here is the lid. And then we have to cut these little ones straight and at an angle. So the outside is at an angle, and the flap here is straight beside the score line, and this little thing is at an angle. I forgot that one. Sorry. So that's what we are that we have. Now we are going to fold everything, and then basically your box is almost ready. So let's fold everything in. What you can do next is you can make a hole, a slit in the top of your lid. So that's this piece. You can do that by just draw it out and do it by hand. I have this little die that I can use. and that I can put there. And if you are decorating, you can try to put some decoration paper on that. Let me see, some decoration paper on there in size, and put this together, and then do the slit after that. So you can do it like that. And how I glue mine, as this is the back piece. This one is the back piece with the lid on it. So this is the back piece. So I'm going to glue those tabs on the back piece. I don't know if that shows on camera. I'm going to glue that on the back piece. And then after that I fold the front over. And then you have a mailbox. If you glue this one shut, like this, you have your little mailbox. I think everybody gets the drill. So yeah, that's a mailbox that can hold a little present. As you can see, this one is a little bit bigger than this one, because this was a trial version. But this is the size that I came up with from one piece of paper. And I can also make it from an A4 piece of paper. So I will try to put those measurements in inches and centimeters in the description box below. So I hope you're going to try this, have fun, and let me know what you think about it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.